to win. That's a pretty narrow margin for a good title game here.
It really is. I think because Wisconsin, we talked about Corey Clement has really run the football well. And what's amazing is you put 8 in the box, he still does a very nice job at scoring. I think what I like about Penn State, they have just started to really play some good football ever since that Ohio State game. And early in the year, they were banged up. Tracy McSorley doesn't look spectacular. And Wisconsin's defense is nasty, and I think that's why. We'll see some teams that will fly around the football. They'll make plays, but it'll come down to me, can Tracy McSorley continue his hot hand? 16 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions in that 8-game winning streak. And that's the thing we've talked about all year. Hornibrook or Houston, if he plays, can they make plays for this Wisconsin team? I like what Penn State has on the quarterback position, but I love Wisconsin's defense.
Quarterback questions for Wisconsin. It is unknown the status of Alex Hornibrook. Bart Houston and him have split time all season long. Not too big of an effect on the Badgers this week.
No, they seem to understand who they are. It seems like they just get guys out of the stands to run the football, Corey Clement being the main one. They just have a real good understanding, and I don't think we give enough credit to what James Franklin has done this year. Kudos to him and Paul Chris. These two guys have really done a nice job getting their game plan and their teams together when a lot of people thought maybe this would be a down year, particularly for Penn State when they struggled early, and for Wisconsin not knowing who the quarterback was going to be because there was question marks there.
He was on the hot seat at one point. James Franklin was.
Yes.
What do you think he's done? What changed?
When you beat Ohio State and when you finally get your team to go in the right direction, it seems like they're all buying in. But think about this. The problems that they had at Penn State were magnified by their offensive line not being very good. And we saw this over the course of the years. And then finally it seemed like that light bulb came on. Whatever they were coaching, whatever they were teaching, all the different things that they finally put together, when they beat Ohio State, they did it decisively on their defense. Their defensive front got after Ohio State. And it was like, yeah, people said, oh, it was a fluke. It was this. Yeah, you have to have some special things that happen. But at the very end, when they had about 4 minutes left, Penn State whooped them up front. And that's what was so impressive about it. And I think they had a great recruiting night. And ever since then, it's been a different Penn State ball club. And that's what's been impressive because whatever James Franklin was selling, this guy started buying.
And he said, I've never focused on the hot seat talk, as so many coaches don't. But
they go on the shell.
This was their first year with 85 scholarships for the Nittany Lions as well, and with a full deck.